Hello everyone. Today we will see example number 13 on page number 221 on NCERT book. It says equation of line is this. Find the slope form and intercept form of the given line. Okay. So we should be familiar with the different equations of line. The first type of equation of line is y is equal to mx plus c. This is called slope intercept form. Means we should know slope m and we should know c, which is intercept. Second form is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, which is called point slope form. One point x1 y1 should be known, slope should be known. Third form is 2-point form. 2-point means x1 y1 and x2 y2 are known. Okay, and we can give the equation like this. The fourth form that you should know is x by a, y by b is equal to 1. This is called intercept form. Okay, in this form, the values of a and b, the intercepts on x and y axis should be known. And fifth form is x cos alpha, y sin alpha is equal to p. This is called normal form. Okay. I will explain you in detail when the question will come what is the meaning of alpha and p. P is actually the length of a normal on the line from origin. So out of these 5 forms, they are asking the given line to be converted into slope form. So remember one thing guys, any equation which is of this form, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, this equation is always a line equation where power of x and y are always 1 and 1. Power of x and y cannot be 2 or 3. If their power of x and y are 2 or some other values, then there are chances that it's a circle, a parabola, hyperbola. It will not be a line. तो line की पहचान क्या है guys? कि x and y power should be 1. So here the line given equation is 3x minus 4y plus 10 is 0. So I am trying to convert it into slope form, right? So what is the slope form? Y is equal to mx plus c. So I have to keep y on left side and x on right side. So y I will hold here. So minus 4y minus 3x minus 10 is 0. What I did, I sent 3x here, this here. Now since all terms are minus, so they all will become plus. Okay. Now I want only y here. I want only y. Coefficient of y should be 1. So can I divide the whole equation by 4 so that I should get only y here? So here 4 cancel. So y is equal to 3 by 4x plus 10 by 4. 10 by 4. This I can further simplify. 5 2 5s are 2 2s are. So what my equation became guys? My equation actually became something like this. Y is equal to 3 by 4 plus 5 by 2. So this is known as intercept form, or I'm sorry, slope form. So what is this? If I compare it, y is equal to mx plus c. So what is this? My slope, which is m, and this is nothing but y intercept. So I got the intercept form. So this is your intercept form. Okay. Now I will convert into perpendicular form. Intercept form. So let me change it. So given equation I am writing again here is given 3x minus 4y plus 10 is equal to 0. Intercept form is this. Okay. So I should have x by something, y by something equal to 1. 1 plus 1 guys, not minus 1. So first of all, let me push any number other side. So it is 3x minus 4y is minus 10. Here I am supposed to have plus 1. So to make it plus 1, to make it resemble with this, I will divide by minus 10 in each term. Correct? Okay. Let me simplify a little bit. So guys, can I write it 3x by 10 as it is? This will become minus, minus becomes plus, and this will cancel. 2 2s are 2 5s are. So I am getting 2y by 5 is equal to, this minus minus is coming plus, and this will cancel. So this is becoming 1. So it's pretty close to this. Only problem is x in numerator should be alone. Nothing should be there. Here nothing should be there. But here is 3 and here is 2. So what should I do, guys? So to know this, we should know one thing. Can I divide by 3 in numerator? See, suppose if you have a by b, so it's perfectly fine if I divide by c in numerator and denominator both. Understood? A by c divided by b by c. But the number I selected should be same. The number selected should be same. So here is 3x and I want to make only x. So let me divide by 3 in numerator and denominator, plus here is 2y. In order to make it only y, I am dividing by 2. So I have to divide this also by 2 is equal to 1. So here 3 cancel, here 2 cancel. Okay, so what I am getting here is x by this term, which is 10 by 3, and y by this term, which is 5 by 2, is equal to 1. Now I can see my equation is pretty close to this. Not pretty, exactly close to this both. If I compare, so what will I get, guys? I will get a is equal to 10 by 3 and b is equal to minus 5 by 2. So this is my answer. So I got intercept form and the values of a and b. What does it a means? A means where the line is cutting the x-axis. This is x-axis, y-axis. So line is cutting somewhere here at a distance of 10 by 3. On y, minus 5 by 2 means somewhere here down, minus y-axis. So this is 5 by 2 in negative direction. So actually my line should be this. So by looking at equation, you can see how much information is hidden in this. So in this, the information is hidden that how much it will cut on x-axis and how much it will cut on y-axis. On the basis of that, I am able to plot it also. Okay. So now we will see question number 14 from NCERT. This you will find on page number 223. So this is given your equation and they're asking to convert it into normal form. So what is normal form, guys? First let me tell you. The normal form says x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. Okay, so what does it mean? If this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis, okay, and this is your line, then instead of giving information of the line, instead of giving slope, points and everything, they have given information about the perpendicular from origin. Suppose this is P and the angle of perpendicular is given alpha. Then we use this equation, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. Okay, so this is your general equation. So I will tell you one method how to convert a general equation. Suppose this is ax plus by is equal to c. To convert this into normal form, what do we do? Write down divide by root of a square plus b square in all terms. Okay, this whole equation. Let me do that. This is ax plus by is c. So I will divide this by a square plus b square, this by a square plus b square, and this also, because it's perfectly fine if I am doing something multiplication or division to one term, then it's a problem. If I am doing it throughout the equation, then it's not a problem. Okay, so what I did, I divided by this. Okay, now if I compare it with this, so here my cos alpha is a by root of a square plus b square, and sine alpha is b by root of a square b square. Guys, please remember, and this is my p. P is c by root of a square plus b square. Please remember this method to convert any standard equation into normal form because it comes in exam. Okay, so the steps are just coefficient, take the square of a square plus b square, the coefficients of x and y, their under root, and divide each in term. You will get your answer. Okay, so now let me go back to the question, which is this. So here a is what? Root 3. B is what? 1, because nothing is there means 1. So I will do that. So let me write down my equation is root 3x plus y. Can I take 8 other side? Right. So what is my a if I compare, guys? So my a is root 3. What is my b? If nothing is there, I will take b1. And this is not p yet. This is not p. I'm just getting a and b. So guys, what will be root of, because I need to divide by root of a square plus b square. So a square is root 3 square plus 1 square. What is root 3 square? Always remember, guys, root x into root x is always x. That's why root 3 into root 3 is 3. So I am using it here. So what will I get? 3 plus 1 root. 3 plus 1 is, this is nothing but root 4, which is 2. Understood? So this is what I am getting, 2. So let me write my equation again. Root 3x plus y is equal to 8. So I am supposed to divide by this everywhere, which is nothing but 2. By 2 by 2. So I am getting root 3 by 2x. 1 by 2 into 5 is equal to 4. This is my equation. Now I am supposed to compare it with x cos alpha, y sin alpha is p. So write down compare. Okay, let me compare. So what I am getting? Isn't it cos alpha root 3 by 2? Isn't it sin alpha is 1 by 2? You see, if I compare this with this, x is there. So cos alpha is root 3 by 2. Y is there. Sin alpha is 1 by 2. Okay. And what is p, guys? P is 4. Of course, p is 4. So I got all information. From here, can I say alpha is 30 degree? Here also alpha is 30 degree. Why? Because sine 30 is 1 by 2 or cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So I got my answer. So I can write x cos 30 plus y sin 30 is equal to 4. This is my answer. So they are asking find p and omega. So p is 4 and omega they mean to say, guys, is alpha they are asking. Omega they are asking the angle which the perpendicular is making with this. This angle they are calling omega and we are calling alpha. This is same thing only. So this is your answer. Okay, see you in next video.